Yo, what's good, internet? What's good? It's your boys, Marvel's Blunt. Oh, one of your boys, part of Marvel's Blunt's Tone. We got Torian in the building. Big dog Torian was good, man. We told y'all we'd be back for episode 5 of Miss Marvel. And we
Yep.
keep our word. We try our best to
Mhm.
keep our word on Marvel's Blunts. Even though the show disappointed, like, shoot, with too many
He's
months.
saying and
Shoot.
just and for those watching, he's speaking for himself.
Yeah, I'm speaking for
he
myself.
is
I'm speaking for
he's
myself.
not speaking for the
So,
collective.
just fair warning before Victoria does his introduction. Just fair warning, guys. This episode, man, I legitimately don't know how long this review is going to be because it probably just be Torian talking the whole time. I'm not going to hold you guys, but Torian, what's good, man? Thanks for coming back 2 weeks in
Yeah,
a
I'm,
row.
yeah, I'm glad. Like we discussed it last week that we was come back next week. Well, this week now, and of course,
Mhm.
with the season finale for the show coming next week, we'll be back next week.
We'll be
But
back next
I'm
week.
glad.
Yep.
I'm glad that I'm on here to discuss this particular series. And like Tone was pretty much alluding to right there. I mean, if you didn't catch it by the tone of his voice, you can already pretty much see it's going to be completely different than how we felt last week compared to this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, and I'm only speaking for me, I actually like this episode.
All right. So let me before we let Torian tell us why he likes the episode. Let me get my spirit. Tori, do you mind? I think I should just
You can go ahead.
you guys should go. All right, bruh. Let me say from the beginning, right? So boom, check this out. I got my notes right here. I like the history lesson at the beginning.
Hmm.
Definitely like the history lesson. If any of that is true, which I was going to ask you when you got on the show, is any of that true that they showed in the first 5 or 6 with the
Yeah, that was like actual footage.
actual? Oh, that's even better. Okay, so boom,
Yeah,
that just made my whole that just
yeah.
blew my
That
shit
was
up.
yeah,
Okay,
that was nothing that they just created for the show. That was
okay.
actual footage from the partition.
Okay, so boom, that was fire. I loved all that. Gandhi, I think that was Gandhi. That was supposed to be Gandhi.
That was
That's
gone.
that was fire. Come on, grandmother. Hey, she's pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. She's
Her
pretty
great you my great grandmother.
great grandmother. Yeah, I was like, oh, she's a little looker. Okay. Definitely like that. Um, everything before I just feel like it got off to a slow start. Like after the history lesson, like on a serious note, after the history lesson and stuff, that was really cool. And then it just felt like it went downhill from there. It was slow. Um, I didn't really care about. Honestly, I didn't even care about her great grandmother that much. I was like, "Where's Kamala? Like, I want to see Kamala." Like, even though she came in the back half of the episode, I think her arrival was too late. Uh, I thought that I thought this episode was like a bunch of nothing. To be completely honest with you, bruh. What's good, bruh? Oh, what's good? What's good, Nick? I think honestly, I just thought, bruh, Torian, I'm all over the place. Hold on, let me restart. Let me restart, cause this don't, cause I just finished watching the episode before I joined, so it's kind of
Hmm.
replaying in my head.
Hmm.
The music, the atmosphere, and the camera work during the partition, like the actual history lesson. Um, that joint was fire. Uh, her grandmother getting stabbed and literally bleeding out amongst all them people was like, wow. It's like, damn, does anybody not notice this woman literally bleeding to death on this little cart right here, right? Just walking past. I felt that kind of crazy. I don't know. That just might be just be me. Like literally just paying attention too much because I was really paying attention, y'all. And I was like, what is like this? This just was a bunch of enough. Honestly, outside of the partition stuff. Wait, am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Partition. Okay.
yeah. Partition.
Outside of that stuff, right? I did not find this episode interesting at all. Even at the back end with Kamala and her getting back, whatever. I thought that she would have more of an impact in the episode, but it was really like her grandmother's introduction, and then the stuff with the guy. I don't even know his name. Uh, Cameron. Cameron. What's the
Kamran.
boy name? Yeah. Like I
Mhm.
don't just like he got the powers now. His
Mhm.
mother transferred her essence to him, I guess.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be the villain, the follow up? It's like, bruh, Torian, this episode fell flat to me, man. The history lesson was the best part of the episode. I honestly was so disengaged. No lie. No lie. What's good, August? Actually, honestly, this was the weakest episode of the series. That we talking about episode 5 right now. Miss Marvel is good. I like it. It's just like just plainly just watching it like without no anything, just watching it as a fan. It's good, but episode 5 really the series was like here, and now it took a nosedive. It killed the momentum from last week to me. I just feel like everything was just it was just an episode, honestly. And I was just disengaged. So that's my and I'll give my score at the Tori. Maybe Tori can help me re-engage, but everything else have the partition stuff to me was like meh. Why am I watching this? I could be playing 2K. Like seriously. But go ahead, Tori. That's
I
my thing.
think
And I give my score after Tori gets his.
I think the word that you were looking for was you felt like this was a filler episode
Yeah.
because for
Yeah.
the most part it
Yep.
focused on Kamala's great grandmother Aisha in the
And not
episode.
that that
And
not that that was a bad thing. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying like it was like meh. Like it was just literally meh.
because we talked about that last week, and when we was predicting what was going to happen this week, and I'm predicting we kind of both kind of predicted that this week was going to focus on the partition, and it was going to
Mhm.
focus on her backstory to her great grandmother's backstory.
Mhm.
Um, so I like I'm the complete opposite of you. I actually did enjoy this episode. We actually got to see, like you said, a glimpse of the partition. They actually showed real footage of it, which I'm glad they did. And I'm glad that they're doing this organically instead of like throwing and like forcing it onto us. Because you can tell when
Right.
something is forced on you and when something's organic. And this was organic, like it was a good build up to leading into what this
Yeah.
was.
Cause I was
Um,
genuinely excited. Like you said last week, we was super excited. Like I wanted
yeah.
partition stuff, and I feel like I didn't.
Mhm.
I feel like I didn't get that this episode. For actually, yeah, I feel like I didn't get that because that was what the episode was supposed to be about. I guess I don't know, but
Mhm.
like Torian said last week, we were going into it thinking like, oh, this is something that never been explored before. The partition. I didn't even know about it until like Miss Marvel
A lot of
told
people
me.
didn't. A
I
lot of
did
people
not
didn't.
know. So I
A lot of
was
people didn't. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know what that was because that's not something that's taught in schools. So,
exactly.
well, a lot. Well, and it also pretty much let me know another thing that the British invaded a lot
Yeah,
of
I didn't even
nations.
know that.
They
Yeah,
invaded a lot of
it's,
nations.
it's light on action. I ain't gonna lie, August. There's not that much action in it. Until you just said that, I didn't realize that, but it's kind of weak in the action department. No lie. But yeah, sorry, Troy. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I definitely the partition thing is definitely a stickler point for me because I was
Mhm.
expecting a history lesson. Like I like history, and I didn't know the
Is it?
British did that. I did
See.
not
Well,
know that.
I think the point was that for the audience sake, they were going to put a little bit out there, and then they were going to leave it up to the audience to do their own research to look even further into what the partition was. Because granted, they're not going to be able to throw everything in there because it's only meant to be fit for just one episode. So they said,
Right.
okay,
I
we
get it.
gave you this little bit of a teaser of what it was. Now we're leaving it up to the audience if they want to do their own research. Because from what I've heard, that partition was rough. Like it was
Yeah.
a very, very
I
bad
thought they were
period
gonna deep dive.
in
We thought
time
they
for
were gonna
them.
deep dive into it, like go into it. That's what we thought.
Yeah, like I mean, all we saw was them like getting on the train and everything like that. We didn't see what happened when they left, or for what happened for the people that were not able to get on the train. Because as far as we saw, it was only
Mhm.
just that one train, that one last train that was leaving. One thing I also liked too was uh, how Kamala's grandmother had that one picture of her mother. She said that she only remembered her just from that one image of her because she was really young when she lost her mother. And how in this episode you saw her actually wearing the attire, how she showed her in the painting in the first, not in the first episode, but in the previous one when she first went to Pakistan. Like she was standing there, she had like the rose in her hair, and I said, "Oh, that's just
Mhm.
like the painting that or the picture that her grandmother was talking about." And if you notice in the previous episode, when her grandmother was showing her the picture of her and her father, it was just her and her father. So basically, when she gave her the picture at the end of the episode, now her mother is in the picture. And remember how she was saying how when the partition happened, that it was some stars that led her back to her father. So
Mhm.
basically, Kamala was that star. That's
I mean,
basically
yeah, that
what
was obvious though. I thought that
that's
was
basically
really obvious.
that's basically what it was. And then we found out how that inscription on the bangle came about. That part when she says, "Seek." What was it? What was that saying?
You said,
Um,
what you seeking
what you're
is also
seeking is
seeking
seeking
you.
you. And we found
Yeah.
out that it was her great grandfather that said that, and she said it. And if it's somehow her essence got to into the bangle, it's amazing how she was able to activate that. And she didn't even have it on. So I thought that was very
I
interesting.
didn't
And
like.
remember
Okay,
how Bruno said the power is not coming from the bangle, it's coming from within you. So this is something that's being passed down through generations. Her great grandmother, then her grandmother, and now Kamala. So now that's like 3 generations right there. And now it also came
we
forth.
got Pat joining us. What's up, Pat? If you there, go ahead, Joy.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's good, bruh?
I'm
Good
on
to
my
have
phone. I'm on
you.
my phone, so
It's lit.
the laptop is being used right now. So
You good?
I'm on the phone rocking it out. What's up with y'all?
What's going
What's
on?
good? You know, we talking episode 5. Tori was giving this spill.
I
About
heard.
the,
I
yeah.
heard. Oh
But
yeah,
we
shout out
going
to Torian too. Just not
yeah.
to I'm gonna give a quick spill. Shout out to Torian. The official Honorable Instinct been running through patbray.com. The official site drops tomorrow, honorableinstinct.com.
Yeah.
Torian is definitely featured on there. The pics we took, I'm gonna send them to you when we get off, Torian. But nah, he definitely looking official. Pictures
Okay.
clean butt. So we dropping the site tomorrow.
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, and Saturday, yeah, the gang is gonna see Thor. So
I saw it today, but you ain't gonna get no spoilers from me.
He said,
that's why I said you ain't gonna get no spoilers from me. That's why. That's what I had said.
Before I get my review on Ms. Marvel, though, did you like it though? Did you enjoy it though?
I will say that for me, it was better than Ragnarok.
Wow!
And I would just leave it.
That's a good thing for me because I like Ragnarok.
I'll just leave it right there. Now that doesn't mean that
Ragnarok was lit.
loved it, but I did not like Ragnarok, but I thought it was better than Ragnarok. So don't take it as me saying I love the movie, but for me, I was able to tolerate it. I'll put it like that. It's a Thor movie, so you get what you get when it comes to the Thor movies. But I'm gonna leave it right there. As a matter of fact, when we go and see the movie, y'all not gonna hear nothing from me. We'll just discuss it after y'all have seen it for the first time and after I watched it the second time.
But
the fourth
with us, you've been watching us for a long time. You've been fucking with us for a little second now. Yeah. Do you think we would like it though? Because we haven't seen anything. We have Lex and Tone.
I will say okay, I will say this. I'm gonna say this about one character. I think y'all are gonna like Gore the God Butcher.
That's a given.
I think you're going to. The reason why I'm saying this because some people already had their critiques because of how he looked, but for me, it was the
I don't even know how he looked. I don't even know how he looked, bro. I literally don't know how he looks.
I was going in based on Christian Bale's performance, which he did, in my opinion, a phenomenal job. And I think that Gore might be one of the best MCU villains ever.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that, bro.
This is the first time I'm agreeing with Torian that I actually heard that niggas was like, nah, like he.
But we expect that from Christian Bale, though. We already expected him to bring he gonna be that dude. Because remember, I think we all predicted he was gonna kill that role.
And it's not the first time that Christian Bale's played a villain. So I mean, I remember when he was in that movie American Psycho years ago. But a lot of people try to separate. The thing is, a lot of people only know Christian Bale from being Batman and stuff like that. So it's like you got to separate his character of him being Batman to this, and they're in 2 different universes. Batman that's DC, Thor is MCU.
He straight crossed over. He's like, it's nothing going on DC side. Fuck it.
So yeah, I think I would say that one of the best parts was his character. Like every time he was on screen, I got a little excited just by his mere presence. And I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm gonna when Saturday comes, I'll let you know. I'm gonna let y'all watch the movie, and then of course we'll all congregate.
I've been and discuss
afterwards.
Victoria, we're like. Tone about to tell you probably like we don't know nothing. Like
I don't.
All I've seen,
I understand.
Glimpses on Instagram, and I scroll off. So
I immediately boop. Like I don't even get. I haven't even been post. I can't post nothing because I'm scared of it. I logged the YouTube
Understandable. You know
the
what's so
other
crazy?
day.
You know, on YouTube, I almost got spoiled the other day because somebody, I guess, went to a screening of it and they post some kind of video on there, and I caught a glimpse of the thumbnail and quickly scrolled
Yeah,
away
Bro,
that shit.
I'm
from
That,
it.
telling you.
So,
that shit
and
dangerous.
the
It's
thing
dangerous out
and the
there.
thing is, the title of the video literally said Thor: Love and Thunder leaks, and leaks was in all caps. So I was like, I quickly was like, I
Let me
quickly
get the
got off
fuck
of
out
that
of here.
page. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, Gore the God Butcher was a very good villain. I will say that. Like that was probably when I did my review. That was probably one of my biggest pros for the movie.
I
And I'm gonna just leave it right there.
I opened the Skull and I was watching Skull and Bones gameplay reveal. And you go on YouTube, you open the app, you go to video and shit, they give you the first ad. Don't miss Thor Love and Thunder. Like damn, bro, like God, no warning, I don't nothing, just
Yeah.
straight
But y'all
fight
doing
scenes
good.
and all this shit.
But y'all doing good so far. Y'all got the rest of the night,
Yeah,
Nah,
bro, I got
and
two
y'all got
days,
all of tomorrow,
2 days.
I keep saying that
and like half a Saturday to go before that.
Yeah. I'm geeked up. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm excited to see it because I really have not. I've tried my damnest. I ain't been no internet.
You want to
And
know
I
what's
can
so
say,
crazy
too,
though?
that geeked up part, Tone, it's
I'm geeked up.
it's not the feeling of not knowing. I'm telling you, it's worth 1,000
I'm
feelings.
trying to tell you.
It almost feels like you back in the day, because back in the day when we didn't have YouTube, you couldn't watch the
You just
trailers
gotta catch that
online.
shit.
You had to catch it at the theater. You didn't know what movie was coming out. You just
And,
had to catch it
you
like
know
when
what?
it was at the theaters.
I kind of know what's gonna happen in the back of my head, but the fact that I haven't seen it, like that, still is giving me
This
like
is
I'm a
probably the first
surprise.
time I don't know what's gonna happen.
Like
Fact.
That's a
I
good
kind of
thing.
like
That's a
I know
good thing.
I know because based upon who's in the movie, I know that he's dealing with the Greek gods. So I know where he's going. Like in the back of my mind, I know what's going. I know what's kind of going to happen. I have an idea, but I'm still got the element of surprise because I have not seen no trailers to confirm anything
That's
somebody
good.
been there that I knew that was
Before
there.
I go,
Oh wait, yeah. Hey, give you a spill back for Miss Marvel.
wait, last day. Post credit scene, just rate it.
Is there a post credit?
Yes.
How many?
It's two of them. For
Okay.
the first one, I would give it an 8, and for the second one, I would give it a well, shit. I almost gave the second one. And I'm gonna tell you this. I almost gave the second one a 7 until I realized something popped in my head of. I don't want to say it. I can't say
Is
it.
it something that has to do? Is it gonna help the MCU move forward? You think?
Is it a continuity?
It's a character. See, I don't see if I even say that.
Good. All right, I'm good.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So,
I will say I'll put it this way. I will say that the first end credit scene has to do with the continuity of Thor's character going forward, with the possibility of there being a 5th Thor movie.
okay. All right.
And the second one, I'll just use this word, cameo, and I'll leave it right there. I'm gonna just say cameo.
Okay. Look.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go in deeper. We're gonna go right to it. So look.
Yeah.
This is my spill of Ms. Marvel, right?
You caught up? You caught up?
You caught up?
Yeah, no, I've been watching.
Okay.
Okay.
Lex really likes the show. I'm not a fan. I honestly feel like this is like, I understand what it's there for. It's the diversity aspect. If Black people can get a movie, Asian people can get a movie. You feel what I'm saying? People from Muslim descent should be able to get the same. You feel what I'm saying? Tell their story. Like, I still feel like that's more of a Disney thing, telling the diversity story.
Than a Marvel thing?
I'm not saying that, so don't get it twisted. In the comics, there are stories of racism, all that stuff like that, race stuff like that. But like how it's depicted is very, very different. I'm not entertained. Like, Les can tell you, like half the time I'm looking, but I'm on my switch. Like, I'm not even really paying attention because I told her, I said, you know, this is literally not made for me. Her nephew, who doesn't like Marvel at all, he doesn't really know anything about it. He actually really likes this show. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's 13 years old, but you know, this introducing him to like really liking the MCU. You know what I'm saying? So different shows for different folks. So I don't, of course, with me and Les, we group watch it. So I'll be on FaceTime. So I can talk hella shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is straight up for a child to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see how she's gonna become Miss Marvel.
You know what? You're right.
I feel like it's a Miss Marvel. It's a Marvel, that character, that realm. Besides, I feel like Photon, it's a problem with the characters. I feel like Kamala is a duplicate of Kate Bishop, just another race. You feel me? Like her mannerisms are very the same to me. So I'm like, all right, you can't have two Kate Bishops. You know what I'm saying? Like, or two of the same person. One thing I do like, and which I heard Torian talking about when I first came in, was the history aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, of telling stuff we don't know about Muslim history. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was the biggest point for episode 5 for us.
But other than that, the episode was ass. It really got you nowhere for it to be one episode left. It's really a letdown. I'm kind of like Kevin Feige. I don't know. Your production's getting kind of janky. You know what I'm saying? Like when he has too much of his hands on it, we end up seeing scenes about Kamala's great grandmother. Why is Kamala going? Why is she the reason for her grandmother seeing something that, you know what I'm saying, when her grandmother was a baby? She's like, it was me. I'm sorry. Kevin Feige deserves the shit smacked out of him for that storyline. I was like, dog, did she just go in the past to be a part of her? Like, bro, you're a kid. Like, why are they going this deep? But it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really was like a part of the past. She helped her great grandmother. I'm like, what is this? So Lex is arguing with me. It's the bangle. I have to reiterate to her, the bangle doesn't exist. You feel me? In the comics, it does not exist. You feel me?
She gets her powers from the Terrigen Mist.
So that the bangle is made up. That is a McJagger. That's a MacGuffin. You know, it's a McJagger. Like how it's always something it's something like she has
something that you need. You had to get.
It's a McJagger. You know, you feel me? Like that's all it is. And I feel like even how it looks, I'm like Lex is really. She came up off Lizzie McGuire, you know what I'm saying, in that era, and we watched that stuff, but we were a little bit mature watching it. She likes all that Disney Channel shit, you know what I'm saying? She came up watching that shit, so she's really entertained, and I'm really like yelling on the FaceTime, like, get the fuck out of here. There's no way you think this shit is lit, and she's like, it is, and I'm like, dog.
About to hang up.
It pisses me off, but I just think this fireworks. I just think this show is literally pointless. I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was pointless. No, this show is pointless. Like, Tone, thank God you made a format that's cool to get you through this show, because if you would have did it episode by episode, I probably would have been mad.
I ain't gonna lie. See, Pat, that's why I'm glad he got on, because that's the epitome. What he just said is the epitome of how.
And I said it calmly because I had me and Les had probably like we stopped 20 minutes into the show and argue about why I told her this show is trash. I made her pause. I said no.
What did I just say? Did I say this episode 5? Boy, we was here, and then it came crashing down.
It crushed
down.
It crushed the show.
I just said that, bro. And like, Torian, it just made this shit not funny.
I was like, I had some moments where I was like, all right, but I'm just like, what does this have to do with her being Miss Marvel? In the comic, what do they do? It got me to the point where I'm like, man, Phase 4, you know, this is out here rumor-wise. So rumor alert. This phase was like experimental phase. You feel me?
Oh yeah, that was going in. That was the feel for everybody. Everybody thought.
I said that I said that
Yeah,
after the end of phase 3. I said this is like the phase of the unknown. It's like,
yeah. Well, you can just do whatever you want.
like it's almost like they like listen. They like we already made billions on top of billions on top of billions of dollars, not just for the MCU but for Disney as a whole. Like we literally helped their stock go all the way up. So Disney is giving us bag after bag after bag, and they say go ahead and do what you want. Kevin Feige, do what you want. Hire who you want to hire, and have a ball because we know we're gonna make bank one way or another. And now we're going to give you the options to have shows in between. That way we can take the load off of you. So you don't have to release like 4 movies every single year because that is a lot. Like when you think about 4 movies a year, that's a lot to do. So I don't even know how they were able to do that for 10 years straight. But so
they need to go back to that format for like a year or 2.
I think they done with that format mainly because Kevin Feige said I'm not doing them long contracts no more. And if he does that, that means they're gonna do them long contracts. He said we ain't about to be shelling out all these millions of dollars like we did for the first 10 years.
But that gets me.
They
already fearful about though. That's what gets me fearful and a little bit good about the fact that She-Hulk coming next. Because I'm like, what else can they drive to the ground? Like, I understand. I get what you're saying. Like, now that it's being cheap. They can give them the long contract. They just don't want to. You feel me? Because Robert Downey Jr. and them spank their pockets for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's still spanking their pockets because they never get their commission. But just like Pat said, man, this don't. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like Pat said, he was on his Switch. I was literally like, dog. That's why I text Tori. I was like, Tori, are you? I was hoping Tori was like, yeah, I can't make it tonight. Bet we have to reschedule this episode. I was like, damn, he said you available. All right, let's go. Fuck it. I was definitely like, yo, I really regretted watching the episode, and I didn't eat or anything, bro. So you know, I'm trying that would have ruined my food. I'm so glad I didn't get my chicken and waffles yet. I'm ordering it right now.
See, I was like, I think I was about to go get something to eat, and I was watching it. Like I said, I respect those who watch it. I see what they're trying to do.
Yeah, like you appreciate the mom and daughter. You know, I appreciate all that, man. But this, like, I'm glad Pat said it because I wasn't realizing that. Because I'm, like I said, I'm watching it just as a casual. I'm a casual watcher at this moment. Casual.
It made me know.
Yeah. I'm like, it makes some sense. This some kid shit. Like this is actually some kid shit.
So,
even the powers was kidding.
It made me when I get because I'm going on a cruise next week. So God willing, so everybody, I'm gonna have them. Y'all gonna see me on the cruise next week.
I'm trying to get like you,
but I was gonna go when I come back. I'm gonna go to College Park and go to my comic store. I'm going to, and I'm actually gonna get Miss Marvel literature. It's making me want to actually read some Miss Marvel literature and do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to actually just learn more about these characters outside the movies because obviously what they're depicting on screen is not fulfilling for me. I need them to bring Proton, healthy body ass.
Somebody has to show up. Speaking of which, while we got Pat here, yo, somebody has to show up for next episode, right?
It has to happen.
Somebody has to show up.
It has to happen.
Give me y'all predictions, man.
Who's it gonna be?
Y'all give Predictions. Monica?
I said it's Batman.
It's gonna be Tone's favorite character.
I don't think she's gonna appear because she might cost too much. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all does that sound like something? Maybe
I'll give my 3. No, look, them niggas is under contract because on the Disney cruise, they definitely on that cruise doing that Marvel shit. Anthony Mackie, Miss Marvel, all that.
Voiceovers and all that,
yeah. Number 1, I've been sticking with this from the beginning. I feel like they've been getting a lot of hints of him. Ant-Man, most definitely. Even if it's brief, I think it's gonna be something. I feel like all that stuff with her powers is quantum type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like she's gonna be a part of that quantum mania.
Oh, hold up. First, Pat, do you agree or do you think that her powers are too similar? I don't think actually are too similar to Chavez. I'm not the only one that thinks that. I think
what's a bangle? What is a bangle?
No, not the bangle, but like the way the actual power is shown on screen. Do you think it's too similar?
So trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
That's why I was.
Then like the character, she's grown, so she got to get it too. she doesn't give off superhero yet. So she kind of runs like a normie would run. You know what I'm saying? Like, and probably, right, I probably run like a normie. You know what I'm saying? They give me that, but I know, nigga, if they tell me the action, nigga, I'm gonna run like T'Challa out there, motherfucker. Like, and she still has to grow into that.
I think Torian said
Marvel.
last week that this is her first role. This is her first big role, right, Torian? Did you say it?
Yeah. This is
Well, she's dealing with
That's why.
This is her first
That's
role.
probably what her presence is not there. It's like you
man,
said,
but
oh
yeah, I'm about to compare the Kate, but my girl, what's it called?
Kate got that.
She's already in the game.
She got that.
But
yeah,
her, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, or Wild Card, I'm gonna leave this at this. Shang-Chi.
Okay, wild card out there. What about
a lot of people were saying that there was connections between
really?
Ms. Marvel and Shang-Chi.
Oh, because of the 10 ring thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
and also that map that they showed in the previous episode.
That shit was
yeah.
All episode 5 was ass down to the scene where they were getting sucked into the little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But Tori, go ahead.
Also, the boy getting the powers, that was in the comic too.
Yeah.
Him getting the powers. So when I saw he got powers, I was like, oh, I knew that was going to happen.
And I still didn't care.
I wasn't taking it back when he got those powers.
Yeah, clip that. But what's this? 30,
I thought it ended real abruptly though. Like with the
Me too. I got that.
With the store blowing up and then boom, it just cuts right off. I thought I was like, oh, that's it. Like it just ended up just like it ended like real fast. So I'm guessing like next week they're gonna pick right back up from that explosion.
They have one episode left, Torian. Trash.
I got that right here. That fight and like the fight, like Pep said, the action is just not.
Oh
like,
yeah,
see, that's why I have other people.
We can't go from Moon Knight to that. To this.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
this should have went first and shit for the shit. This is yeah, especially coming off of like Pep said, coming off of Moon Knight. This is not the, I understand the family. Like I get all that women and mother. This is like a mother daughter show, like some Disney Channel shit.
Steve mother was beating the fuck out of him, and we just had to go through that trauma. So I'm just like, you don't know what we going through in this universe.
Yeah, that's a man shit over there. I don't need to be in that universe because that shit was in here. Like I feel like we feel it, but like
Captain America can't give it alone. Anthony Mackie can't get alone. It's rough out here.
Heroes can't get lows. Yeah.
Who do you think gonna
show up, Tori?
I don't know who's gonna show up. I don't want to say who's gonna show up. I'm just going let them pop up. But I have a feeling it's gonna be one of them Captain Marvels. It would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Because you got to think.
I just want to hear it again.
Because you got to think. Carl Manvers. I'm gonna continue to call her that.
Yes.
Already had her movie. Monica Rambeau got introduced more so like as a major main character in WandaVision. Ms. Marvel, this is her show right here. Once that's done, the Trinity is complete as far as them. So the next thing for them is that movie. So I have a feeling one of them is going to show up.
Okay. Before we go, let me say this. Let's not call these three ladies a Trinity. When I hear the word Trinity, you know what I think of? Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Thor, Cap, Iron Man. Those are Trinities. This is not a Trinity. This is like
don't they have a movie called Meet the Marvels or something?
It's gonna be called The Marvels.
It's gonna be called
The
Garbage Man.
It's basically Captain Marvel's sequel.
Yeah, it's Captain Marvel sequel. Yeah, so
I already told people. I said when that movie comes out, though, I think people are only going to go see it because of Monica Rambeau and possibly Ms. Marvel.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to see it.
I'm definitely going to see for Monica. I'm going to go support that sister, that fan sister.
I just hope. I just hope. With as powerful as that character is, that they don't give her the Storm from Fox's X-Men treatment. You know how severely they underpowered her in those X-Men series?
They underpowered Storm
when Storm was an Omega level mutant.
Mm-hmm. She was underpowered the entire series, like 13 months.
Exactly. That's why I said I hope that they don't do that to Monica Rambeau because Photon or one of the million other names that she goes by is OP. Like I literally when I started like researching her character, the amount of abilities that she has is off the charts. Like it's amazing that she can even fit all her abilities on an index card.
She's on point with Quasar. She's very her Quasar is about the same level. She's like she's super powerful because she does have the Marvel mantle as well to her
She had it first.
So, yeah, so she definitely not one to be trifled with. That's right, sister. But Torian, Pat, thanks for coming. Pat, thanks for coming on, man, for Miss Marvel, man.
The boys' season finale is coming on tonight.
Yeah, everybody's
watching the boys.
That's a lie. Season 4 is
I'm not gonna lie.
About to be in the works.
Torian's on son because that's all everybody talking to me about is the boy, and I don't watch it. I just don't watch it because
I watched the first season, kind of. The second season, I kind of just
I watched it.
The second season need to kind of finish. That way you can like get on to season 3 too.
Invincible, yes. Waiting on Invincible, yes sir. Invincible lit.
And rest in peace to Yu-Gi-Oh creator. If y'all didn't say it already.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Rest in peace to him.
You know what? I'm gonna do somebody tonight in his honor, but I'm gonna whoop some little kid's ass.
2000
part of my childhood.
Yeah.
July 16th, Solar Opposites new season drops. So I'm geeked up for that.
Hey, when? The 16th?
The 16th.
Okay, put that on the books. I'm definitely that Solar Opposites is okay. It's like
a cool watch. You can just watch it.
Yeah, it's a cool watch. It's cool. I like it. It's because the people who made Rick and Morty made that, so it's kind of like a over the top. It's like Rick and Morty light.
I said that Rick and Morty should be in this season. I said they should put Rick and
Morty. That'd be
a
cool. Hey, Pat, that'd be a lit crossover. I ain't gonna lie.
Not the same in the
Yeah, go ahead.
Into music right quick. Have any of y'all heard Chris Brown new album?
I don't listen to Chris Brown. Yeet.
It's actually a fire album. I actually downloaded it. It's a really good album from like pretty much. I don't like that he put so many songs on it though. Like it's a mixtape. I was like, you can cut down on some of them songs and maybe save it for another album. But the reason why I bought Chris Brown up is because he broke a record recently. I'm gonna actually read it off to you. It says, after charting another 5 songs on the Hot 100, Chris Brown has officially surpassed Elvis Presley to become the most decorated male singer in Billboard Hot 100 history, with the most Hot 100 entries of any male singer and the most charting weeks of any singer, male or female.
Wait, does he know that?
Yeah.
Oh, because
I say Elvis though.
Yeah, I wouldn't have never known that.
And on top of that, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, he got control of his masters. So definitely kudos to him for that.
Oh yeah, you get your masters, yeah. Cool.
Man, we got Elvis Presley pack right now.
Yes, sir.
Wow, boy.
So yeah, man, but that's how Miss Marvel review / this shit.
And we will all be seeing Thor on Saturday.
Oh, this week, Thor's coming up.
And you know what's so crazy?
Review right after the movie. Get the review, and then come back next week for the grand finale
of Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
and you know what's so interesting? When I went and got the tickets for Thor, it was still a lot of seats there.
I got my tickets like 2 weeks ago, and it was like no.
Did you get a sick? But you got the ticket though, right?
Yeah. I got. I think I got them the day that you had DM me about something.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be litty in that.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. So we're gonna see y'all again in 2 days, and definitely. Hey, Pep is the man. This man buys an extra seat, bro. I'm gonna start doing that because that's some funny ass shit. This man's hilarious,
bro. It's because of
this man hilarious, bro. He about snacks and pizza. I was saying, he lit, bro. I was like, I know.
I'm like,
you need the extra seat in between.
Or you have to know us. Or you have to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
I got it. I respect it. No, you know what's funny?
I don't give a fuck. You can sit next to me. I don't care.
Hey, Pat, what if somebody walks up there and be like, "Hey, bro, nobody, can I sit here? Would you go tell them that?"
We literally, when we go to the movie theater, the favorite part of the beginning of the movie when people come sit down and see it, they gonna stop around our chair. I'm like,
You out, bro.
No
You,
cap. Hey, no funny. Listen, I left my glasses
yeah.
when I went to go see Jurassic Park, right? No funny. So we go to the theater. This is the most wildest shit ever. This is how you knew I didn't know the movie was gonna be popping. So I was like, dog, I don't want to sit in the back. Let's just sit in the front. Nobody gonna be sitting right there. Dog. I go come back. Let's sit in these seats in the front. And she like talking to this nigga, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't see his face. And I was like, I turned to the nigga, I was like, hey, what the fuck going on? He was like, oh, nah. We just, this our seats. I was like, oh, my bad, bro. I was like, I said, man. She's like, nah, my face was just like that. Cause you know, it was smack. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking it was a problem, bro. I'm like, it's really about to be Jurassic Park. But
when I went to go see
said, I'm bringing my glasses this Saturday.
I never did when I went to go see Eternals back in November, and I had went to go see it on like the Dolby screen or whatever, because you know the Dolby screen on one at Hoffman is right there, and on the other side is IMAX. So when I went in there, all of a sudden I don't know what happened. I don't know if the projector wasn't working. They had to come in there and tell us. They said, you know, they would say you can go get your money back. I said, F that. I went right into that IMAX one and squeezed in between two people. And I said right there, I said, I know this seat is available. I squeezed right in between two people. And right there and chill and watch that whole movie.
Torian meatball marinara into the movie theater, man. I don't trust it. Nothing this nigga does.
You're right about that. You're right about that because you're right about that because I keep thinking about when we went to go see Venom, and I had bought that whole sandwich up in there.
What you about to bring this time? Is the question.
Hey, yo, this is like
I don't know. I actually looked up the times for the Potbellies the other day. Because I have to go past the Potbellies at National.
I want some Potbellies, man. I
was doing my pretzel bites and call it a day, but
I used like when I used to get stuff in the concession stand like wholeheartedly. That's what I used to always get was the pretzel bites with the cheese and the icy.
I can go.
Look, man, I'm gonna get my spill for I gotta finish packing. But look, AuburnInstitute.com drops tomorrow. Torian's gonna be on the site. Shout out to Tone holding down on MS.MARVEL, man. He's really doing his thing, man. Shout out to Marvelous Bluntz. Like, comment, subscribe. I see all the content we got coming. We definitely got it jumping right now on Marvelous Bluntz.
Yeah.
Also, pull up this Saturday for the Thor review. After we see it, boom. Also, I'm gonna be doing a vlog. I'm gonna vlog everything. So the gang gonna be in a separate vlog, and then next week we back with Tone. So, wow, that's my spiel.
So come back with the big review, man. We'll catch out next week. Shout out Tori and Pat for coming through, man. All right. Episode 5. Sorry, we didn't get those scores. Scores, real quick, gentlemen. Scores.
I already gave you. I thought I gave you my score.
Nah, you didn't give me. You didn't give me no score. Nobody gave me a score.
I'm giving it an 8, and I'm standing firmly on that 8. I'm standing firmly.
Wow, I'm giving it.
That's high,
man. Like I can give it a great 4. Like shit. No, literally like a 4. Like literally a 4.5. No higher than that.
Wait.
The lowest grade I've ever gave a Marvelous Bluntz ever.
Yeah, I'm with honestly. Pat is probably right. 4 would be right. I would say
I'm
5
giving it a 4 to be nice.
Only, and I thought giving it a 5 was nice, honestly, because I like the history lesson at the beginning, and I actually wanted to know more. So that was the episode for me. Everything else I didn't care about. So 5 is very, very generous. Thank you for the history lesson.
Liars up for Torian like shit.
Yeah, like shit. Liars up for him. We catch y'all next week and this weekend and next week. So holla at y'all, man. Peace.